Hello, welcome to Therapy Book Club. My name is Hunter. I'm a therapist, and in this series, I'm reading different therapy and self help books, highlighting through them and sharing my thoughts. In today's video, we're starting our new book, The Happiness Trap by Russ Harris. In last week's video, we finished our first book, Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Lindsay Gibson. If you're interested in that, head over to my YouTube channel to watch. This book, The Happiness Trap, has been recommended to me by several people, and I'm really excited to dig in with you. From the first page, here's a little ethos of it. A mindfulness-based program for reducing stress and anxiety, overcoming depression, developing self-compassion, and creating a rich and meaningful life. Let's get into chapter 1. Life is difficult. Being human hurts. In our short time on this planet, we'll have many moments of marvel, wonder, and joy, but also many moments of angst, dread, and despair. In other words, life is difficult. The problem is most of us don't know how to deal effectively with this reality. We work hard to find happiness, but all too often we fail. Why is it so hard to be happy? I'm glad you asked. This book is based on a huge body of scientific research that shows we all easily get caught in a powerful psychological trap. Misleading ideas about happiness tend to create a vicious cycle in which the more we pursue happiness, the more we suffer. The good news is there's hope. We can learn how to quickly recognize we're stuck in the happiness trap, and more importantly, how to escape it. This book will give you the skills and knowledge to do so. It's based on acceptance and commitment therapy. ACT is astoundingly effective in helping people with a wide range of problems, such as depression, addiction, anxiety disorders, chronic illness. It's widely used by the armed forces, emergency services, Olympic athletes, businesses, hospitals, and schools. ACT gives us all the tools and strategies we need to break bad habits, overcome procrastination, motivate ourselves to start and maintain healthy new behaviors, and build better relationships with the people in our life. The next section is happiness normal? Life is not fair. Some people have horrific childhoods where they've been abused, neglected, or abandoned by their caregivers, whereas others grow up in loving, supportive families. In any country in the world, there's a vast gulf between the least and most privileged members of society. And yet, people on both sides of that gulf are human and therefore have many things in common, including the fact that no matter how privileged or disadvantaged we may be, we are all naturally predisposed to psychological suffering. Think about all those common forms of suffering that are not considered to be psychological disorders, but nonetheless make us miserable. Work stress, performance anxiety, loneliness, relationship conflicts, sickness, divorce, bereavement, injury, aging, poverty, racism, sexism, and bullying. Clearly, lasting happiness is not normal, which naturally begs the question, why is it so hard to be happy? Life was pretty dangerous for our Stone Age ancestors. If a Stone Age person wanted to survive, their mind had to be constantly on the lookout for things that might hurt or harm them. With each passing generation, the human mind became increasingly skilled at noticing, predicting, and avoiding danger. Our modern minds are constantly on the lookout, assessing and judging everything we encounter. As a result, we all spend a lot of time worrying about things that, more often than not, never happen. Another essential for survival is belonging to a group. Our minds are continually warning us of rejection and comparing us to the rest of society. We only need to glance at a magazine, television, or social media to instantly find a whole host of people who appear to be more successful than us. We will always end up feeling not good enough. In summary, then, we are all hardwired to suffer psychologically, to compare, evaluate, and criticize ourselves, to focus on what we're lacking. No wonder humans find it so hard to be happy. But to make things worse, many popular beliefs about happiness are inaccurate, misleading, or false. Let's look at two of the most common ones. Myth 1. Happiness is our natural state. Many people believe happiness is our natural state. This is not the case. What is natural for human beings is to experience an ever-changing flow of emotions. If we live a full human life, we will feel the full range of human emotions, the pleasant ones and the painful ones. All these feelings are normal, natural part of being human. Myth 2. If you're not happy, you're defective. Western society assumes that psychological suffering is abnormal and is seen as a weakness or illness. This means that when we do inevitably experience painful thoughts and feelings, we are often ashamed or embarrassed about it. ACT is based on a radically different assumption. If you're not happy, you're normal. Life is tough and full of challenges. It would be weird if we felt happy all the time. Then what exactly is happiness? If you ask most people this question, they're likely to describe happiness as a good feeling, joy, gladness, or contentment. However, like all human emotions, feelings of happiness are fleeting. They come and go. Research shows that the harder we chase after pleasurable feelings and try to avoid the uncomfortable ones, the more likely we are to suffer from depression and anxiety. But there's another meaning of happiness that's radically different: the experience of living a rich and meaningful life. This is not some fleeting feeling, it is a powerful sense of a life well lived. When we live our lives in this way, we will, for sure, have many pleasurable feelings, and will also have many difficult ones, like sorrow, anxiety, and guilt. The reality is, life is difficult. In one form or another, we are all going to experience plenty of painful thoughts and feelings. Although we can't avoid such pain, we can learn to handle it much better, to unhook from it, rise above it, and create a life worth living. This book will teach you some simple but effective skills to rapidly take the impact out of painful thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations, and memories. You'll learn how to build yourself a rich and meaningful life, no matter what you've been through in the past or what you're facing right now. The journey ahead. This book is like a trip through a foreign country. Much will seem strange and new. At times you may feel challenged or confronted. Take your time on this journey. Explore it in depth and learn as much as you can. My takeaway from chapter 1 is something that Harris kept repeating throughout: that life is difficult. And although pleasant feelings like happiness and contentment are nice, they are fleeting. Inevitably in our lives, we're going to experience depression, anxiety, guilt, or unhappiness. And I'm really looking forward to this book to see how she describes unhooking from them to live a more meaningful life. Thank you so much for reading this chapter with me. Let me know in the comments down below something that you thought interesting. And if you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Tune in next week for chapter 2, The Choice Point. I'll see you next week.